So part one of this two-part series is going to end with me sitting in the hot tub up in the mountains. Just wanted to let you know. Well, good morning, weekenders. Today is the 4th of July, and I'm in Enoch, Utah, on my way to Moab. I drove up last night and slept on the side of the road. Overall, slept great, but it is freezing outside once again. Luckily, it will warm up, and even before it warms up outside, I'll be warmed up because I'm going to run a 5K. So I'm done with the 5K. My official time was 23 minutes and something. You know, I really wasn't feeling too good in the stomach region whenever I started. There was a pretty big hill on the course too, so that slowed me down a little bit, but overall I'm satisfied with my time. I also ended up getting first place in my age group, which was 20 to 39, so really big age group there. And the overall people were some little kids that ran some 17 and 18 minute 5Ks, so I didn't stand a chance in the overall. So I'm on my way to Moab now, mainly just ride mountain bikes and dirt bikes and have a good time, so let's go. I'm now at the Moab Rim Trail, which starts right here and then it goes up to around these mountains, I guess. Because it is 100 degrees out right now, I'm going to be riding a dirt bike right now and saving the mountain bike for tomorrow morning when it's a little cooler out. That was super fun. That was one of the best rides I've ever done by far. The videos definitely do not do it justice. Some of that stuff was really intense and really difficult. I kind of thought Black Diamond, that probably doesn't mean too much, but the beginning of it was very hard and I almost crashed quite a few times. Overall, super fun. The only reason why I quit riding is just because it's so hot out. And with that said, I'm gonna go find someplace to cool off for a little while. Hopefully it cools off a little bit outside and then go do something else today. Well, I didn't really find a space to cool off besides sitting in the van, but I did also find these nice dirt jumps, and luckily I had my dirt jump bike with me. So I've been riding these things for a little bit, not really cooling off, I guess. And now I am going to cool off by pretty much going to bed. The sun is still out, but I'm gonna go find a spot to relax for a little while. Try and get my camera to start working right, because it won't let me watch any videos back on it. And go to sleep. See y'all in the morning. And good morning again, guys. I'm at the shuttle pickup place for the mountain bike ride that I was going to do today, but I'm deciding not to do it because I wasn't honest with you guys yesterday. I ended up going to another ride after I had told you guys I was going to sleep, and it was supposed to be a pretty short, just little ride that I didn't really want to film anything on, so that's why I'd said that I was done for the day. This is a dirt bike ride, of course. I did get a little bit of footage from it in a couple pictures. But only of the easier stuff. Basically what happened was I started out on a Black Diamond trail, and it was very Black Diamond-ish, much harder than the first one that I had done. But I made it through it, and I survived. At the end of that trail, it came to a crossroads. I could take a green trail and go probably 10 miles down the road, and then turn and get on the actual road and come back up. Or I could take a different Black Diamond trail to get out. And so I said, okay, well, I'll do this shorter other Black Diamond. Turns out it was not a motorcycle trail, it was pretty much a hiking trail. And by the time that I realized how difficult this would be, it was impossible for me to turn around. I had already gone down multiple 6-foot drop-offs that there's no way I could get the bike back up, so I had to keep pressing on. When I got towards the end, it got a little confusing as to where the trail was, and I kept making wrong turns and having to turn around or just back the bike up, and it was overall not very fun at all. The most difficult thing that I've ever done. That was the most physically beat that I've been possibly ever. There was a couple times towards the end where my hands were kind of locked up and I could not open my fingers at all, and almost got me into trouble pretty bad when I got stuck kind of going up a hill, but I couldn't let go of my clutch hand to actually go, so I started wheeling back because I couldn't let go of the clutch. I even got to the point where I tried to call 911 3 times and they never answered. So that whole thing about like your phone always working for 911, not true. The final straw though was when it was getting dark and I had made a wrong turn unknowingly, and I ended up on the edge of a cliff. It was very narrow. I couldn't go forward. I can't turn the bike around, and I was just too beat up. So I decided to just leave the bike there for the night and start walking. Luckily, after walking for a while, someone picked me up in their van and brought me back to my van. So that worked out really great. But my feet are beat up. I got a little blister on the outside of my pinky toe, and it hurts very bad even right now. That's why I didn't sleep too well last night, because I kept bumping that little part of my toe and it would wake me up because it hurt so bad. I also have one pretty much entirely purple toe, my big toe on my left foot, and it's pretty numb. So overall, pretty bad decision that I'd made last night, and I definitely won't be doing that again, but at least I am relatively safe. So now my plan is to see if I can reschedule this shuttle for some other day, and then I guess go to some type of climbing store or something and see if I can get someone that has some rope to help me lower the bike down off this cliff. I don't really know still. We'll see. Well, I canceled the mountain bike ride for today, and I'm at the location of the forgotten dirt bike. You can see it right up there on top of that cliff. So I made it pretty close to the road, but the trail actually goes back and then around this way. So right now I'm going to get some tie-down straps, and just in case they might help me, I'm going to try and do the turnaround and go on the correct trail, because all the shops are still closed right now. So that is the plan. This part of the trail right behind me is very easy. The bike is on top of this cliff. You can kind of see it right behind that rock. That's all it needs to do. Just that. I don't know. I don't know if it would be even possible to rappel it down or anything, so I don't know. Just to give you guys a little example of why I kept making wrong turns yesterday. So this is the trail, and right here, this is a split. You can see that I went right, where if you go right, oh look, the trail continues. This is the actual trail. You're supposed to come down here, down there, and then go over. If I would have done that, I would have been home free. So here's where the bike is. No way to continue on straight. And if I somehow can even turn it around on this slope, I have to go up between these two rocks. So I just came to a realization that I actually have my loading ramp in the van since I have the van here now. So hopefully that should make it a little bit easier for me to go up that tight little crevasse. So I'm gonna go get the ramp and see if that'll help out at all. I got the ramp set up, not exactly perfect. Got it tied down, so hopefully it doesn't slip. Let's try it out. The battery just died, and there's no Kickstarter. The bike has been rescued, and during that rescue mission, I realized just how tired my legs are from all the stuff yesterday, and I've decided to not go ride mountain bikes, which is what I was initially thinking about doing. I've decided to go ride dirt bikes again, but this time I'm sticking to the easy trails. Yeah, that's it. That's all I filmed. Unfortunately, I found out really quick into the trail that my chesty had died because I forgot to charge it last night. And other than that, I just didn't think to stop a lot for to set up the regular camera. It's back to 100 degrees outside, so it is really hot. I think I'm just gonna start making my way on over to Copper Mountain because that's where I'm staying tonight. And I think that's gonna be it for this episode, part 1. So be looking forward to part 2. Just realized I forgot to give you guys a review of Slick Rock Trail. I guess Slick Rock Trail is more popular for mountain bikers than motorcyclists, but I don't think I want to ride that on a mountain bike. It is a lot of straight down and 180 and straight back up. It was a blast on a motorcycle. I guess if you took the ocean and just turned it into a rock, like all the waves and everything, that's kind of like what this trail would be like riding on waves, essentially. It was super awesome. Very glad that I did it. But I do need to get going on the road still, so I'll see y'all in part 2. Croissant!